It's a top 15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide with conference supremacy at play. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Hawkeyes will kick this away to get us going here. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. And, of course, Kirk, in the age of transfer quarterbacks, this guy's been one of the most talked about dudes in the offseason. Here he goes. First game with his new team. What kind of start can he get off to?
Yeah, it's a big question mark. The only thing about this guy is he's been able to win his teammates over right away, become a great leader. Now he wants to get off to a good start.
Inside deal now from the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial, kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
You need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. They try to sneak it for the first. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring out 4th down and 1.
That's a good effort, but just not enough for the first down. And I think, Chris, the defense had an idea that this play was coming. You could see him pinch to the inside to prevent the quarterback from breaking past the line to gain.
The punt team making their way on the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So Iowa's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And here comes the veteran running back. He has poured a lot of himself into this program throughout his career, and now the first game of his final season.
Yeah, what a great career he's had. Still another year in front of him. It all gets started today. A lot of wear and tear, but this guy seems to be in the best shape of his career. Can't wait to see what he can do.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket.
Whoa.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That ball snagged for a completion. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on 3rd down, you have to put the ball at least to the 1st down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
side of the 50. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Hebe keeps it himself. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
The Hawkeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Hawkeyes will try to keep this drive moving. Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. No gain there. This defense had been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
The Hawkeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. We'll hand it off. No way to run up the middle.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here, and the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. Field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted.
Why is it him? If he's doing that, I don't understand why it would be him. Is he right? Yeah. I don't know.
25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this run? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Trying to find some room. It's Davidson. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back to pass. It's Gardner. Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man.
Yeah, I like
okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is
tight
back out on
end.
the field. The last possession, it's set for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out?
A ver lo que
Offense
va a
comes up
pasar.
on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. QB bootlegs here. On the move now. Gonna scramble now.
Nice call here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside to the right. Nobody's open downfield, so he shows you what he can do with his legs and picks up a few yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Oh, is that why? Oh, because he's at the game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
And the Hawkeyes have first and 10 here. Handoff to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And there's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Hawkeyes pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Keeping it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Getting set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The catch made by the tight end. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back end, nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball.
This defense is spread out all over the field.
Fractured shoulder blade will miss the rest of the season. What?
Timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break.
Oh my God. What?
Sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Toss play to the outside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. To throw, it's Gardner. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the 1st down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Block him, though. That's me. Gotta go the opposite way.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it to the right side. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Hawkeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. He breaks free. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Takes off in a bootleg. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments of what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
offense will begin now with excellent field position. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense is coming after him. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught in the back.
Get going. Get going. Get the ball and go. Lord.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit.
Hurry up.
Wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here's the second down play. Play fake, looking to throw.
Uh-oh.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got fourth down.
The Hawkeyes will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. The shotgun handoff here. Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Gardner. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He's looking to throw. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
grab near the sticks. It's Davidson.
So dumb.
He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
I ran into my own guy.
Touchdown field. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so the deficit now just 3, 13-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the running back takes the handoff. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Takes the handoff again. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it with room to run. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive moving. quarterback's got it. Pickup is 5 yards.
Run harder. Run harder. He's tackling you through a block. Run. You got to run harder than that.
So, Kirk, Iowa has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
Don't do this.
A change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end.
Why don't they ever let the receiver go up for the football? Let me go for the ball.
When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The Hawkeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do
shut up.
to survive and get ready for this next down.
I have any options?
This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And now the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Grab near the sticks. It's Meadows. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Gardner. Nice grab. It's Meadows. Brought down, but broke the tackle. That's a solid game there.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's ETN. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Looking to throw yet again. Makes the
Game, no.
Davidson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's ETN. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
How, game? Come on. Why would you make me do that? Why would he make you do that?
Set up a first and goal.
Hey, it's a
Not
nice
good.
game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's a crucial score for makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They still trail though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Breaks free. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. the quarterback will just sneak it here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And the Hawkeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Pounding away with the run game. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Gain of 1. And first down for the offense.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead.
That back just had nowhere to go.
If they do that, that's going to hurt you, and it's going to put them in the driver's seat. You know what this game can do when it does that. You have to do it this way because you're going to get an injury timeout. As soon as you run a regular play, somebody's going to be hurt. We got to do it this way because if we don't, if somebody gets hurt and it's 3rd and 11, the building's going crazy. I can't make no hot routes. I can't do anything. You have to do it this way.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.
Because this game will cheat. They will. Everybody's going to get hurt on 2 straight plays. You got to live with it.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
Okay.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Iowa.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time.
You booted it into the end zone. You booted it into the end zone. Doesn't help that I can't. Stupid features on these games.
He's so rattled, he can't even kick. Oh!
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Tackle made after a nice...
Lord have mercy.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Now he just comes up and spikes it to stop the clock. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Looking to pass. It's Gardner. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator.
Do not lose on a touchdown. Do not blitz them all out. Just take it. Just take what they do, but don't lose it that way.
Here trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
This could be the game here. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
So what an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the number one ranked team
Oh,
couldn't
shoot.
make enough plays to...
That's probably been going on for a minute.
It's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I know my alarm been going off the whole time. I know my kids is like, cut that off.